T7M Radio brings to you the best of 7 sports talk with 7
What do you
Mitchell.
think about LeBron James? We talked about this a little bit off air, Jo. Is he aging? Is he pacing himself? What are we at? Where do you stand at right now with the King?
LeBron is fading before our eyes.
Wow.
LeBron will be 36. His birthday in December. I think we've been waiting for a lot of people like myself. They've been waiting for LeBron, each year to be fading, and somehow he just charges up and kind of put on the Superman cape and play great ball. But this time around, man, like this bubble setting, I don't know what has gotten into his legs, but he just not exploding like he was prior to the bubble. So this could be this could be a big stain on his career if they lose this first round, which I have them losing. So this about to get nasty.
I really was trying to find LeBron James' Twitter account. I really wanted to apologize to him again for allowing you to come up on here being so rude and disrespectful to him, man. This is crazy. This man is averaging 25 and 10 in year 17, and you talking about you see him fading away. You're questioning his legs. They just been out of basketball for about 4 months. They locked up the number 1 seed like in the first couple days of the return. So there really was no need to even see LeBron or AD on the court for the majority of these games in the bubble. So, I mean, you just to me sound like a clear hater and it's clear and apparent that you want LeBron James to be out of the way, out of the picture. But I'm just confused on for who. Is it Kawhi that you loving all of a sudden? Is it KD? Like something is wrong here, but you are not giving LeBron his props.
So from your outlook, LeBron is just pacing in his bubble?
Absolutely.
He's clearly aging. Clearly aging.
Let me ask you a question. What does the Lakers have to benefit by putting their foot on the pedal for these last 8 games when they clinched the first seed after I think maybe the second or third?
Well, if you want to put it far as their seeding.
Was there ever a question about chemistry with the Lakers before the pandemic? Do we have any questions about?
Yeah, let's ask LeBron because LeBron said we clearly haven't been prepared to play playoff basketball as of yet. We still have a ways to go. He has. I'm paraphrasing, but he has said this week. So even he knows that.
But I accredit that to the intangibles, the surroundings. There's no home court advantage. There's so many different things.
So let's put that in. That's part of the thing.
But everybody has to. All the teams have to experience that. I won't put that under chemistry or as a problem for chemistry. The Lakers, to me, has not had a problem with chemistry all year. And even adding Dion Waiters, adding J.R. Smith, Avery Bradley not playing, other people not playing. It's just been next man up. They haven't had a problem to me.
It's interesting you brought up Avery Bradley because we discussed him maybe a month or two ago, and at the time I think we didn't necessarily see him being a big loss, but now in this bubble, we see the toughness is being missed. We see the perimeter defense being missed. And Avery was coming on strong offensively.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
I think he was a major part in beating the Clippers the third game. So now that's a loss that you got to think about coming to this bubble. Dwight Howard, he was 56. He really didn't want to play. In the way he's been playing in the bubble, you can tell he didn't want to play because he's been lackadaisical. So Lakers got a lot to pick up. And one more thing about LeBron, he's dealing with a groin injury. Well, he missed one of those games. We don't know if that's just him just pacing himself, but it looks like the way his lift and his first step there, I think that groin may be flaring up.
So what are you saying? Because you was real rude and disrespectful on our last show, Jo, saying that AD is the new leader of the Lakers and that this organization is going to have to go through Anthony Davis in order to be successful. So is that your stance for this playoffs? Are we putting LeBron James in the back seat or in the passenger seat for these next 2 months? Is that what we're doing?
We
Putting it
definitely
on
doing
AD?
it.
Wow.
We putting it on LeBron now. LeBron he's going to be important, but I just don't see LeBron being for them to win the title. LeBron can't be the best player because he don't have it in him anymore. Game in and game out to just dominate at will. He don't have that willpower anymore.
This is the best of 7 Sports Talk. 7 Mitchell, Jo in the building. You guys want to call up? We talking NBA playoffs, Lakers, Trailblazers. Call up, man. The number is in the description box. 929-436-2866, man. I'm just at a loss for words, man. Like I said, we've watched this guy over the last couple years average 28-8. He's now averaging 25-10. They got the number 1 seed after they didn't even make the playoffs last year, and you still have no respect. You giving all the praise to AD. So who was the MVP for the regular season this year? Dame got the bubble MVP, but who was the regular season? You going with Giannis?
Of course.
Oh, of course. Oh, my God. That's
of
crazy.
Course.
Unbelievable.
That's not debatable.
Unbelievable. If Giannis was not on the Milwaukee Bucks, they would have still been in the playoff hunt in the Eastern Conference. You take LeBron.
I highly doubt that, but
why? They still got an all-star in Chris Middleton. They still had some. They got
he
both of the
wouldn't be an
Lopez.
all-star. He wouldn't be an all-star. Greek was on.
Yes, he would. Greek Freak. So wait a minute. You telling me that Greek Freak makes players better? We're seeing that from Giannis.
We seeing that. We seeing Lopez be a great shooter out of nowhere. We see Bledsoe playing well. We see everybody on their team is having career years. So
that's not because of Giannis to me. I think that's just talent. These guys are not. Milwaukee is not to be slept on. Let's be real. I'm not giving Giannis the credit that I would give LeBron James. LeBron clearly makes his teammates better. He's been doing
Nobody on LeBron's team is having a career year. So nah, we're not doing that. We're not doing that.
I mean, you look at the team LeBron James have, man. He got champions on his team, man. He's got guys that's been to the promised land, that's been to the.
He has a lot of players that's 30 and up, like himself.
Hey, you are bugged out. I tell you one thing, man. There's no question. LeBron James, to me, he's going to take that number 1 spot from Kareem as far as the all-time score before it's over with. LeBron James is going to have every record in the book, and he's going to get another championship.
If he don't get a championship this year, it's over with.
How?
It's over with.
Wait a minute. This is unbelievable. This is the first year that AD has been playing with LeBron. So why didn't you say at the beginning of the year they only had 1 year to get it done?
I've always stated that because of the landscape of the NBA with KD being out, Boston getting better, Greek Freak, he has Milwaukee being great, and he can also go to another team at some point in the future. Like the upside of LeBron, this team that LeBron has collected, and with him fading, this is the greatest chance for him to do it. Not to mention the Clippers.
We got to reach out, man. We got to take some calls, man. 646, you're now on the best of 7. What's popping?
7, what's good, my guy? Black Sheep, man.
Uh-oh, here we go. Time to turn the ratings up.
Yeah, and I got to agree with my man. Like, the Lakers go as far as AD takes them, man. Like,
Stop it, Black Sheep. You know sports. You need to stop it.
Listen. You was gloating on Twitter the other day talking about, Slim, check out my man in his 17th season averaging 10.2 assists. You know how many turnovers the guy averaged?
I mean, his usage rate is that high, man. I mean, the ball goes through LeBron. I'm not blaming LeBron for the turnovers when the ball goes through him. I mean, he's the point. He's the general.
That's why I can't gloat over the assist. The ball is in your hand. 98% of the game, you're supposed to average that many assists, man.
Exactly.
Y'all being very disrespectful. So Black Sheep, how do you see this Trailblazers Lakers first round matchup panning out? What do you see when you see this matchup on paper?
I'm stoked that the Trailblazers got this 8th spot. I thought the NBA was gonna do some okey doke and let that young boy get in there. You know what I mean? To make it easy for LeBron and company. But this right here, 7, this is the shot for Melo to resurrect his career. And I feel Carmelo Anthony will help Dame Dollar eliminate the Los Angeles Lakers in 7 games, man.
Oh, my God.
Look at this. Check this out. You got to respect what Sheep is saying because Sheep been an all-time Dame Lillard hater. LeBron is so old, even he's giving it up and saying, look, it's looking bad for the Lakers. So this is like an unbiased view right now.
I'm just lost for words, man, because there's no one on Portland that can stop LeBron nor Anthony Davis. So what the hell is the Trailblazers going to do? And when the hell is Melo?
I'm going to tell you something.
He's going to bring up Gary Trent Jr. Watch this.
Listen to this, 7.
I'm listening.
Hakeem Whiteside is going to contain that Big Bird Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis is soft. He's soft, bro. In that German on Portland, whatever his name is, gonna be roughing Davis up too, man.
Look what we have in the front court. First of all, that's very disrespectful to AD. But just look at the front court presence, fellas, and just tell me how Whiteside and a Nurkic, who just coming back, can deal with a JaVale McGee and a Dwight Howard and a Kyle Kuzma and a Anthony Davis. That's a lot of length in that front. That's a lot of length in that front court, bro.
Listen, JaVale McGee is a space cadet, man. Portland could get him out the game. Dwight Howard, he ain't the White as we know. You know what I mean?
Yeah, J.O. did mention since the bubble because he really didn't want to come. We have seen a change in Dwight's play. I just feel like, because they locked up the first seed so early, they wasn't going to go hard in this bubble. They was just pacing themselves for the playoffs. Makes sense to me.
It's hard playing with turning off and turning on that switch, man. The Lakers is not built like that, man. I got Portland in 7 games. Damian Lillard's going to average 35 points and shoot about 45% from three-point range. And Carmelo Anthony get these niggas 22 points a game, LeBron's going home for sure, man.
Wow.
Who's going to guard CJ McCollum? Who's guarding him?
We got the best defense in the league.
Yo, word, CJ been hooping, boy.
But the Lakers have the best overall defense in the league, so I'm not worried about that.
Y'all backcourt is about to get smoked, man. Y'all can't contain Lillard. The game is going to be close. And I like Dame Dollar in the clutch over LeBron James, man. Dame can hit free throws. LeBron can't hit free throws in the clutch.
LeBron really don't need to hit free throws, man. They dominate so much. These games are not that close. It's not like back in the day.
Wait a minute, not in the bubble. Wait a minute. Let's put some clarity on it. Not these last 8 games.
But see, again, they have not been playing serious. Like, they have not put their foot on the gas, in my opinion.
Your bro LeBron looked like he ain't got no lift in that bubble, man.
No lift.
J.O. said it's over for LeBron. He said he's more or less aging, not pacing. Where you stand on that?
I agree with my man. I agree with my man there.
Wow.
Oh, man.
The
time is undefeated, 7.
Who's the MVP?
That in the first round.
Who was the MVP of the season?
Oh, Giannis.
Wow. Is the Bucks not a playoff team in the East without Giannis?
Oh, the Bucks will probably win about 17 games without
Giannis. No way.
Yeah, that team got it.
That's worse than the Knicks. Stop it.
I'm serious. That team is trash without Giannis, man.
Yo. Oh, my goodness.